Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Black Tennis Mentors podcast. We're here on episode 4, and as you guys know, my name is B.
My name is Arum. I'm here with coach and tennis player Junior Babalola Davies from Southeast London. Thank you for having me. No worries.
So let's just dive into it. I'm sure everyone is used to the format. So tell us your tennis story.
Well, okay, my tennis story, I started up pretty young from the age of like 10, 11. From like primary school, my mum used to take me like once a week near the Dulwich. I used to play once a week and then took it pretty more seriously around age 14, 15. Then went to the Burgess Park. That's when I started playing a bit more regularly alongside my GCSEs. Grew up with a nice community. Um, Then from there, play like tournaments, grassroots tennis, summer tournaments. Lots of names like Wigmore, Sutton, the long journeys, just playing day in day out, and then eventually got to a decent level to go to the States.
The States?
Yeah.
My neck of the woods. I want to hear about it. So what happened? You went to the States?
So, like, how I even got there, that was a bit of, I didn't even know, I didn't hear of college tennis. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed. A friend at the time told me that, oh, like, just pop a video, send it to a few coaches, put up on YouTube. Coaches might reach out and, yeah, just get a feel for it. Like, they might see if they like you and then recruit you. At the time, I thought, oh, let's see if this really works. And then, yeah, pop a video. I remember just going to Sutton, did some drills with some friends, recorded ourselves hitting. I edited, chopped up the video, and put up on YouTube. Then got an email back saying, "Oh, we like the way you play, and yeah, we'd like to recruit you." I was like, "This real?" I was like, "No, we'll do a Skype call." I was like, "Okay, we'll do a Skype call." And then yeah, they just broke it down like what they're willing to offer me, and what I'll get again out of the program. Like, they were really selling themselves for me to join their program, and yeah, I was like, "Yeah, put me on that flight."
Wow.
So yeah, but yeah, college tennis, like that's an opportunity for like students to go to the States where university will fund your like education whilst you're playing the sport. So you can get that in different sports: football, soccer, American football. So her face. But yeah, so they offered me a scholarship to play for the university whilst doing my degree as well. What was your degree in? So my degree was in pre-medicine biology. Um, yeah, heavy degree. That's something that you've always been like. Yeah. Yeah. So I've always liked the sciences. I've always been interested in like, the science route. Didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it at the time, but it's just something that genuinely interested me. And I thought if I'm gonna like go out there and study something, I might as well study something that's worthwhile, like for me.
I just need to understand. So you're doing like basically pre-med, like, and you're being a college athlete, a student athlete.
Yes.
Now I have experience and know the hours and demand of a student athlete. How were you juggling these things?
I did not have a social life. Like honestly, like the typical routine would be like 7 a.m. like workouts, go into school, go into uni for like maybe 2 or 3 classes, then have a midday afternoon tennis session, then lunch, and then I go to more classes again, and then it'll be afternoon training. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Did they make you cross train?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what I really want to dive into? What was the culture of tennis like in terms of a difference from what was taught to you in the UK
Yeah.
to going and seeing the American players and how they perform? Like, other than the culture itself, the tennis culture shock, what was that like?
The tennis culture, so it was more like a team atmosphere. I wasn't used to that. So me being here, like doing tournaments, like that you go in my backpack, go to like a tournament, I go play my match, like just duck out. That's it. Like no one's really talking to me unless I'm going with like people from my club, and then it's like that was our kind of team aspect. But then playing, maybe because it's college tennis, playing out there, you've got a whole university backing you. let's go, Junior. And like, I don't even know who you are, but thank you. Like, I really appreciate that. And then you've got your own tennis team like backing you as well. Just every point, just really dig deep. Let's get this. Like you'd find like new levels of playing. Like the culture in itself is more of a team atmosphere, and you just really had like the coaches. The coaches was on your side, your teammates on your side, and I don't know. It just felt like a movie to me. That felt really nice. Like even if I'm suffering inside, it'll make you go to that next level.
Were you a doubles player before you got there?
Oh no,
I was gonna
I was
say.
not a doubles player. Like the assistant coach at the time took me to the side, like, yo, we need to work on these volleys. So we did extra stuff on volleying. I was doing that. There's extra hours like volley practice, doubles practice. Team would go. I still need to do a bit more practice. Like yeah, the doubles. I forgot that once you're there, they really like emphasize doubles play. Even during our group sessions, it's doubles play because we're always once you're playing in that atmosphere, you need that doubles point. I'm not sure how it was for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. You
Yeah,
do.
like there's three pairs. There's only 1 point up for grabs for doubles, so two pairs need to win that doubles point.
Oh wow, ours was four.
Four.
Four singles points, one doubles, and then like a backup doubles. But to win the thing, you had to win four.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same format.
okay.
So like yeah, there's three doubles pairings.
Yeah.
But then there was six for us. There was six singles matches.
Oh
Yeah. So it was like whoever just stacked in those points.
yeah.
And then yeah, like you said, if it came into a draw,
And
it'll
the
be
doubles
a
was
double shootout.
so. Yeah, let's actually dive into that. So, when you got there, did they change your style of tennis? Like even as a singles player?
I wouldn't say so. If anything, I'd say they proper like they accepted what I gave to the table, and it's like okay, we want more of it. They kind of like nurtured what I already had, and it's like we just need you lasting longer in matches. We need you a bit stronger, faster. Like for them, they're not looking at technique. They already expect you to have that standard of ability to play. Like we know you can play matches. We need you to just win matches. That kind of mindset.
How to become a better competitor.
I'll say it's be more. I guess like tactics wise, it's like more about recognition skills. Like can you recognize what this player is doing? Okay, like coaches be on the fence, but okay, this person obviously got a weaker backhand, or they're not that confident in the net, or they don't like their slices. So it's those kind of observational skills that got really highlighted. Yeah, tactical, and then I was also the mental side. That's like probably my biggest growth spurt as a player. Like the mentality, no matter what the score is, you've got to keep firing, keep fighting, dig deep for every point.
Were there any moments where you ever like quit any matches or like angry matches?
You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to
That's what
quit.
you're looking like.
You're not allowed.
What would happen if you did?
Right, the coach would probably pull you off like
Out
off
the
the
starting.
match. Yeah, you'd be pulled. Yeah, the bat as well. You'd be pulled off like the roster.
Like, you get dropped off the team.
Not, probably.
Not,
Go
you
ahead.
like you probably get like a warning. Like, look, that performance isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
Next rounds, next matches, you're not playing. That kind of. But again, it's subjective. It's down to the coaches, like prerogative, like how they do it.
Did you grow as a tennis player on the team? Like, where did you start on the roster and where did you finish?
So I started at number 6. I started at the very bottom, but a bit debatable. I had like within the practice matches, I was able to punch my weight against different players. I would say I was able to play at number 4, but just to guarantee match wins, I'll be dropping like five.
That was
six,
my
five,
next
six.
question.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, did your team stack for the win?
Ooh, we played some stackers. Like there's people that
Quite
are like
common.
number 1, that like they're the best in the team, but then put them at like number 4, number 5, like just to secure. Yeah.
Because I know, like for example, here in the UK, like when it comes to, I play team tennis at a local, also in Dulwich, by the way, and I know based on your LTA ranking, you have to go in a specific order and you can't change the order. Is that the same in the States where,
No.
let's say you're like a nationally ranked player playing for a team who's higher than maybe like a regionally ranked player playing in the same team? Can that regionally ranked player go above a national player, or is it like can you just kind of mix and match wherever you want, sort of thing?
From what I heard at the time that I was playing, it's within reason. let's say if the number one, if they've got a record, let's say they started off of the season at number one,
Yes.
they can maximum move down to number three.
Okay.
Maximum. They're two spaces up and below. Like if someone has a sense that, oh, this guy's just chopping and changing every minute, they can be reported.
Okay.
But very rarely that can happen. Like
the actual process.
The actual process.
Was it
like,
easy? Was it hard?
So for me personally, because I already at the time of me applying, I finished my A levels. Then I chose to do a foundational year at university. So that was like that bumped my GPA, my grade point average for the American system up. That benefited me a lot because it improved my like science knowledge. But then for me to apply, it made me look good on paper as well. Because I got all A's at my foundational year, and then that gave me a 4.0 GPA. But yeah, but
me too, you know.
But at the time, they used that, and they used my GCSEs, and then my A levels. So then my grade point average dropped to about, I think, a 3.5, 3.6. So still considered like respectable, still quite good. So yeah, the first thing, like if you're a UK citizen, you've got to get your grades converted into the American system. That's like, let's say if you've already got like a first year in university, or you've done your sixth form, you've done like the first year, sixth form, you can convert those grades through, I remember WES, WES. They convert your transcripts to the American system. So that's one avenue you could take. Like, okay, I'm applying for college tennis. I've got a GPA. Can I use this to then transfer in? Yes. But then, let's say if like you're really young, maybe like 14, 15, and you've just finished your GCSEs, I think then you have to go through the SATs.
I was just going to ask you about that. I was going to say, did you skip the SATs?
I did not skip the SATs.
Yes.
I felt the pain of SATs.
Terrible test.
Yeah. So I remember, what was it? English, maths, and then there's...
it's the core four. So it's English, math, science, a bit of science at least, like very basic science. And then it's more about comprehension.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that one.
So you have like comprehension and vocabulary. That's a bit annoying, and it's different than English. Like English is just answering questions, but actually looking at sentences, actually replacing words, actually having critical thinking about the passage that you just had, written responses. It is not fun, and it takes about 4 hours to do, 3 to 4 hours to do. Well, you have a 4-hour window to complete the test.
Yeah, I think you'd be there, like, I remember I got there like 9 a.m., leave about 2, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
To sit the SATs. So
you get like a 30-minute break in between, but like between each session, session, you probably have 15 minutes, and then each session is timed. So not within the session, there's sub-sessions. So like it'll be like vocabulary, and you'll have 30 minutes to complete that. Then they'll say time, and then it'll have a stop sign, and then they'll say start again, and then you'll like start from there, and then they'll say time, and then that's why it just takes so long. It's strenuous. Did you take it more than once?
Yeah, I did. I took it twice, but then after I realized that I didn't need to take it. Yeah, because I gained experience.
That's great answer. Great answer. Great answer. Great answer.
But yeah, that's why I said if you're a UK citizen, if you do your A levels, even BTEC, what was it? A levels or BTEC? BTEC.
Yeah, BTEC.
Okay. I was thinking, BTEC.
Sixth form.
It's sixth form, yeah.
Sixth form.
I was thinking sixth. Oh yeah, sixth form or college.
Sixth form or college.
It's been years. It's been years.
Yeah.
If you do sixth form or college, you can go straight in. I think you can just transfer in. But if you're just finishing GCSEs,
because college is college. Just one more time for the people.
Okay. Yeah, that was confusing.
And JUCO.
Oh my, yeah.
Wait, what's JUCO? Is in America?
Yeah, America. Yeah.
What's for us?
I just hear stuff.
So I could do that one really easy.
Okay, you do.
So a JUCO is a 2-year university that you go to prior to going to a 4-year university, and basically you can pick up as a junior in the 4-year university depending on how well you can do, or it will substitute the fact that you did poorly as a high school student which is like ages 14 to 18. And it will substitute how bad you did there if you perform well there, and then you can start the 4-year college, or you can go into the 4-year college already a junior. So it's more like a slower pace, focused on education part. I think kind of the equivalent to college.
And, yeah, college over here.
Kind of the equivalent to college over here, except the age is different. You are older than 18.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you're doing college here or sixth form here, I believe you can transfer those grades you get here into like a freshman, maybe even possibly sophomore.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
sophomore
sense.
into the university.
Because technically, college here is you guys' last years of high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Because you're like 16 to 18.
Yeah, 16, 18
Got it.
during that age bracket.
Got it. Just in case there were American viewers, we got there in the end.
And am I right in saying there are also recruitment agencies too?
Yeah, they can help streamline the process as well. That can be quite expensive, from what I've heard. They are very helpful. Like, they do get the job done. It's like a guarantee with getting you into a university.
You know, any where to search?
I think it's just searching online. Honestly, search online. Make sure they're credible. Make sure they've got history. Like, they see what students they've put out there in the past. Those are my big tips for that.
So, just out of curiosity, did you find tennis in the United States more diverse than tennis here?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you'd meet people from any and everywhere. Whereas here, it's more middle class over here at the time. But I made good friends out there, like people from Ecuador, Mexico, from here, from the States, from Zimbabwe. Like,
Wow.
yeah, like, you meet such a diverse group of people from different races, different ages, and yeah, different backgrounds, like financial backgrounds.
What was your coach like?
So
I'm like, do we cut this part out?
No, sorry, I'm laughing because I know what his coach was like, because he told me the story.
Well, he hasn't said any names. He hasn't even said the university, so you can talk freely.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can say the first, because I went to two. I ended up transferring after my first one.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh.
No, it was good. It was good vibes. It was all good vibes. All love. The first one I was at, let's just say there was a bit of a conflict of how I felt certain things should have been run, but reflecting back, I think I was a bit arrogant. I was thinking, you're a coach, you should be doing things in a certain way. Like, if number 6 is beating number 4, you should put number 6 a bit higher maybe. But there was no there's no conversations to be had. It's like whatever the coach says, coach, that it goes.
Was that because the person that was playing number 4 was maybe senior to you, in terms of they are in another year, like junior, sophomore, senior?
Good question.
Because that's quite common for them to receive exposure, that even though you're better, that they'll put the junior ahead because especially the senior, because it's their last year. Especially if they've done a lot for the team. It would just be done out of homage.
That's very true. See, even I didn't think of that. I was just thinking there and then he's performing on the spot better. So yeah, okay. Maybe apologies to the coach.
I didn't learn that till after either. I was mad too. Don't worry.
She answered the question.
Super She answered my question. That's probably was how it was.
Nicely.
Yeah. But no, honestly, like, the coach had really good philosophy, very good family
Dynamic.
Yeah, family dynamic. Like, we put God first. We're a team. Like, we're working together. We're looking for a good goal.
It's a Christian school. They could put God first in uni.
This coach did.
Go America for doing what they want to do always.
I liked his mindset. Honestly, I liked how he talked to the team, very transparent, and the assistant coach as well, very, very helpful. He was probably more present on the courts and doing more individual stuff. I got more one-on-one time with him, but to talk to him a bit more. And he was always checking up on me, like, are you good? Like, mental's all right? How's family doing? That kind of stuff. Yeah. Then in the second school, let's just say coach's uncle
Oh, go ahead.
Coach was uncle.
Go ahead. Is this an HBCU?
Yeah, both
HBCU?
HBCUs.
Oh,
Both
go
HBCUs,
you.
Yeah.
Wait. So it was quite diverse. You had Spanish people, no?
Yeah.
Wow.
Explain HBC.
Oh,
go ahead. So sorry. Did he say Airbnb?
Okay. HBCU stands for Historically Black College Universities. So I didn't even know I applied. I didn't know I accepted an offer from HBCU. I literally got on the plane, wondering what's going to happen when I get there. Coach picked me up. I get onto the campus. I'm like,
everyone's black.
Yeah. I was like, there's a lot of black people here. I was like, wow, okay. I feel a bit comfortable. Yeah, I felt comfortable. Like, it's just not what I expected. I was like, this is like icing on the cake. Like, no one's gonna look at me sideways. It's gonna be like, oh, how you doing?
What about your accent?
Oh yeah, okay. When they hear me talk, that's when it's different. Like, oh, can you read this for me? Like, just random stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, where are you from? Like,
is that your American accent?
That's my American accent.
I'm insulted. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It'll always be like this. You say hamburger.
Just say water.
Water.
No, say it in your hands.
Water. Yeah, that was big fun. But sorry, what was the original question? It was HBCU.
Yes, HBCU.
Wait, did that shape you in any way? Like,
oh man, yes. I felt more comfortable in my skin, if I'm honest. I felt a lot more comfortable. I felt more happier within myself because like when I came back to the UK, I think I came back during the gap of my senior year, so after Christmas, I came back, and I remember like my mum, my family, they were like, "Oh, you seem more happier, more upbeat." Just apparently, I was a bit of an angry, salty child.
All that lonely tennis. That's what it was.
Maybe. Like after having a team back and you saying you got this, you're like that seeps in my subconscious. I was like, yeah, like that is good, you know.
Were you afraid of bias before you went? Like just based off of the stereotypes that America gets?
Yeah, because I was afraid of like the police. Can't lie, like, am I gonna get stopped or someone's gonna call me something? But they were very accepting. They were very, very accepting. They're very welcoming. I live in North Carolina.
Oh.
So,
very and we'll talk about that off camera.
Oh, off camera.
Off camera.
I love the state. They were really nice.
And the food.
Oh,
just double checking. Crossing eyes.
The food. So good.
Do you bring any of that back, like into how you coach, into how you treat people? Did you bring that back?
You know what? I think it changed the way how I talk to my players, especially my younger ones. I think before going to America, I was coaching. I was a bit more militant. Like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Come on, like technique. I wasn't really talking to the player. I was more talking to their tennis. But then coming back, being on the receiving end of it, being like how these coaches talk to me and treated me in the courts, they were talking to me as a person first, and then tennis would come second. And then I felt that improved my tennis, and that just helped me grow as a person. So like the way how I talk to my especially like teenagers now, I'd feel like I'd want to get to know them a bit better, like beyond surface level. Like what's your goals? Like, what do you really want to do out of this? What are you looking to gain out of this? How do you feel when you're hitting these shots? How do you feel when you start a match? How do you feel during? How do you feel after? I don't care if you win or lose. Just want to know that you're playing your best. Like you putting your heart on the line, you put everything on the line. Or are you scared? Like, just talk to me, that kind of thing. My coach is more of like a conversation. Like, how are we feeling? What are you doing? All right, let's do this.
We missed a part. So you coach? You're a coach?
How did you get to coaching?
Okay, yes. That's the question. I got into coaching a year after I started playing at Virgins. So the coach at the time put me into like a level 1 tennis coaching course. I did have a group of friends, so that made it even more fun. So I was learning how to coach with some friends, and then we come back and we help coach our community, like the red tennis, like 8-year-olds, orange and greens. Then year after year, they put us on more coaching courses. Sorry, they put me up on level 2, be like an assistant coach. And then I've been pushed for the level 3 while on my first year of university here. And yeah, I finished that. Yeah, that allowed me to then coach more like freelance for myself, doing different age groups, individuals and groups. Yeah. So coaching now at the moment, like after coming back, I feel it's really like freeing. It's in my element. Like I can do it with no sleep. I can wake up, okay, time to coach, let's coach. Because I like the fact it's like meeting new people with different walks of life. I can learn from them, they can learn from me. And I feel like tennis is just like that middle ground where we're relaying information to each other, asking each other, like, okay, why am I going to do this? Why am I going to do that? What am I going to benefit from? And then just me reiterating, okay, if we're doing like a trading shot, this is what we're going to gain out of it, and this is why we're doing it. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that dynamic where I'm more of a freelancer. I'm working for myself. I'm doing individual lessons with people. I'm also doing group lessons as well with people. And companies that might reach out to me to ask, like, can you coach this group for me? Can you coach individual for me? And I say, yes, if I like it, and no, if I don't feel like it. I'm definitely loving the journey, lots of opportunities coming out of it. And yeah, I just feel like tennis coaches now are getting more, just getting more recognition, especially with our demographic, like being as a black tennis coach. It's funny because I feel like we wasn't seen as much before, maybe like 5, 10 years ago. Or maybe they were, but it wasn't as easily accessible. But now that you've got Instagram, you literally just see different people, different races, coaches, and it's more like a nice vibe. Yeah, I'm liking where my coaching journey is going, like how others around me are actually growing as well.
Can I just ask, what's you guys' connection? Did you guys know each other as juniors? Did you guys meet on coaching? What's your guys'
connection? Oh, we've got pictures from way back.
Put them up.
Oh, that picture that oh. we're gonna put that like right there. So I think I started at Burgess Park in 2008 or 7.
I started in 2008.
Okay.
When I was 9.
When you were 9.
Yeah.
I need to go back on my records. I think I was there. Were you there before me or after me?
I was there just before.
Okay.
Similar time.
Yeah, I think we both started at similar time. Yeah. And I just feel like group classes.
Yeah, we used to do the same session on a Saturday morning with Milton. Milton was like legendary.
Yeah.
At Burgess Park, RIP to me. It was 10 to 12 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Yes. Yeah. For 50p.
Yeah. What?
50p. 50p.
How many kids?
So many, man.
Those a lot.
Those a lot.
Very fortunate to have a club like that can allow us to play tennis regularly and not have the barrier of money impact us.
Yeah, I started very similar. I did like once a week, then eventually did after school programs. And then it's a really nice community vibe as well because you had people our age just coming in. And then I think they started breaking it off where we had like green squad where there'll be a session at like 5 till 6 and there'll be another hour session after that. So obviously if you wanted to be for that later crew, the cool kids, you play a bit better tennis. Yeah, man.
Were you in that group?
I mean, it's very good. I worked my way up.
He's grinding.
I've always been grinding in tennis.
He's been grinding. Don't worry about it. So now what?
Now I'm finishing my master's in physiotherapy. Coaching alongside of that still. And I guess it's just looking for opportunities at the minute. So right now I'm just trying to finish my master's with the good grades.
We commend you for that. But you've been in school a long time. You've been saying all these different schools.
Yeah.
All these different things. So yeah.
Yeah, just 2 more weeks then I'm done.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 more weeks and I'm done. Then you see me walking.
By the time this airs, you people better be writing him.
I want to see that love. But then I've been doing the physiotherapy and coaching and a bit of side hustles in property. Um,
Property.
I think that's me stretched. That's me done. Like those are the three areas.
That's why Arum was saying Airbnb earlier.
Airbnb.
That's what he said. He said, "What's an Airbnb?" So, any new and exciting opportunities recently?
Yeah, I mean, working alongside you with without Beckett. That's
Okay. I was rewinding the tape before we got the back in. Just basically, you're the reason why I know Arum. Well, like you're the reason that this exists.
Yeah, there's a good story.
This here
Okay,
is Destiny's Child. This right here. That's how it came about.
So wait, yeah, I remember how you reached out to me. No, but you bumped me on the tennis courts.
As I said, I was searching for Black people in the sport,
Yeah.
and I just saw him coaching, him being junior, because it's another story I'll tell another day. Him being junior, I saw him coaching, and I was like, yeah, I gotta fix this forehand. I gotta fix it. So I told him my problem. This was actually July of last year.
So last year?
Yeah, July last year.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like I know you longer.
no, it was July last year. It was actually, to be quite honest, it was actually June last year, but I didn't pick up a lesson until July because I was going to America.
Mm-mm.
So June last year, I bumped into you. I remember because it was my friend's birthday. So the 2nd of June last year, I bumped into you. Our anniversary is coming up. But yeah, so, so bump into you, and then I'm like, yeah, can you fix my forehand? You immediately were so like, oh, you have an accent. I went to school here. So we talked about college. He was so warm right away, and then immediately offered me a lesson. Of course, I was going to America. I ended up doing the lesson, but when I went to America, I didn't take my rackets. I didn't bring them back.
Yeah.
So Junior would literally let me use his racket during my lessons till I got my racket back. And then, so that's June, July times. And then, work got in the way because of the quarter. And then I just was looking on your Instagram one day and you posted that Streatham had like a kids opening day. And I was like, I don't even know. I was even scared. I was scared as I was writing. I was like, this guy's going to think I'm strange. Like, I was like, how can I help? I just want to help. And you were like, yeah, let me message Arum and let you know. And I'm like, who is Arum?
I think I do that a lot. Yeah. I assume that everyone says Arum.
Yeah, he was like, that's literally what he said. He said, yeah, let me just message Arum and there's like, he messaged me back like, yeah, can you be at the courts at like 9 or 10? And I'm like, yeah, what courts? He's like, Streatham. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah. And then I just
came along. He was helpful. It was really good vibes.
And now you're a Black tennis mentor. One of the mentors. Like because you are so much a part of the development of this, like we thank you for the introduction. But because of that, like what does Black tennis mentors mean to you? Because you actually have been experiencing what we do as a like for community outreach. You've been to the events. Beckett is one of the events that fall under the Black tennis mentors. That's my contribution to the mentorship. So how do you feel about what we're doing, as all three of us, what we're doing?
Man, I mean, it goes without saying, like, I love like what you guys are doing. Like, I love what it represents, and I love how we're reaching out to the younger generation and just being like role models for the younger generation, and even people about our age and people that are older than us. Like, they can see what we're doing, they can see what you guys are doing, and I just feel like anything that's done like work and passion, like there's obviously something good that's going to come out of it, and there's no like we're not seeking anything out of it, not seeking anything like take. It's more about trying to give, and that's like the essence of what I've always like loved being a part of. And I've always been watching like Aaron's space, like after this education stuff, I just want to get out there and just talk and be with people again, just give into the community because that's what I grew up in, like in tennis. And honestly, if I didn't take these tennis lessons, if I didn't take myself out of that comfort zone, if I didn't have that one or two coaches like talking to me and exposing me to that tennis life, I feel I'll be an entirely different person because it really took me out of my comfort zone, like took me out of my shell. I was very shy and reserved before playing tennis. You wouldn't hear me talk Corinthian, I'd be like, head down. But I feel like tennis has given me a voice, and I feel like that what you guys are doing, like Black Tennis Mentors, it can give voices to other people, other kids.
Make sure that that's big, bold print. Make sure that we're gonna put the transcripts up because you need a tissue. Oh my days. Yeah.
I love it. Honestly, I've known you since I was a kid, since I first started playing. So for me, seeing what you're doing and a big part of my tennis journey, pretty much done everything together. So it's like that just having you a part of this kind of new phase now is an absolute pleasure. And yeah, just kind of seeing what you're doing now, and especially with your experience going to the States and actually doing college tennis. There's a lot of people that we know on our platform that may or may not want to go through that process. It's good to have someone like yourself to give the knowledge and experience that you can pass on to those individuals. Now with your physiotherapy that you're delving into, I think that's something really cool, and something that can also open up more doors for people on our platform that may also want to go down that avenue as well. So it's like it's trying to create a hub of individuals like you that have so many different skill sets, passions, lived experiences that we can bring together and just highlight the work that we're doing and create the next generation of young Black tennis enthusiasts.
Yeah, it's been great.
I appreciate it, guys. Honestly, like anyone that wants to reach out and ask about college tennis, they can just reach out. Like,
how can they find you?
Well, you can find me on tennis. Wow, on tennis.
Long night, people. Long night. He meant the tennis court. You can find him on tennis court. On it, because you were about to do your tennis with.
I know, I'm about to. Don't worry.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram. What do you find me on Instagram? Tennis with JBD.
JBD, what's that mean?
That's my name, man. Okay, cool. JBD, Junior Babalola Davies.
Just checking, you know what you meant.
You can find me on tennis. It's been great. Quick one off the record. Well, if he decides to cut it, who wins?
Oh, play me right now. Play me right now.
The ones that are watching, you people there that are watching this right now, that know the history. Let me not speak.
The people that know us from day.
The people that
know us from day. Bruh.
The curious people. We just want the question answered.
What's going on between you?
He gets the smoke.
Who gets active?
He gets the smoke.
Who's walking with the W?
I'm not gonna talk in it.
Oh, you back it? You back it with your racket? Not plugging myself. Before we go, and before maybe, I don't know, before you get a W or L from Arum, there's something Black Tennis Mentors wants to give you.
This is a W.
No, we don't know what he get on Saturday, but this.
I get this. I love this. I finally get my clothes, guys.
Oh yeah, you have to earn your stripes.
I made it.
So who's this from?
So this is from our clothing sponsor, Believe and Achieve London. So guys, please check out Believe and Achieve London right there. This is where we get all our merch from. And yeah, shout out to Reese. He's always coming through. T-shirts, tracksuits, you name it.
Honestly, love his merch.
He's a nice bestie. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Junior. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.